Okay, Kristen.
Uh-huh.
What's your ideal type?
Oh, God.
What's up, you guys? It's Thi.
And it's Cindy.
And it's
Thi Time with Cindy.
And today we have a guest star.
Hi, I'm Kristen. I also go by Okaya.
And she's a DJ. Tell us about that.
DJing?
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
How's the DJing life?
What made you want to start DJing?
Actually, I never thought of DJing.
What?
To be honest, no. It kind of just happened. It was encouraged by... Okay, so I'm going to just tell you how it all started, right? So back in high school, I would make a lot of playlists for friends. I guess they liked my music taste. And when Tumblr was a popping thing, I would make a lot of playlists for people on Tumblr.
Oh my gosh.
There was a site called 8Tracks, and 8Tracks I did really well in. Did a lot of playlists on there. I would get like over 300,000 plays. I would get like, they would award each playlist like gold, platinum, and everything.
Oh my gosh.
And then someone at the time that was very close to me noticed that and was like, hey, the flow of the selections of your tracks, you know, people like it, and it, even without actually transitioning, you can kind of, those that can hear, it would work well. So they're like, why don't you try DJing?
Oh my gosh.
And so instead of getting a deck, I didn't really know much. I didn't really research much, but I just threw out some money, got Ableton, and then that's when I started making mixes. I started making mixes, uploaded on SoundCloud. That got really good. Friends and other people that weren't even from the city I'm at were messaging me saying, oh, we like your stuff. You should debut or like play live. You need to start playing live. I'm nervous right now.
You're doing great.
I'm nervous.
You're doing great.
I took a shot of good stuff before, and like, no, you know. I have. It's funny because like even though I DJ, I have really bad stage fright, right? It took me a while to even. I was like, oh, I'm not sure, because I didn't think I was good enough. I have more, I think, the fear of disappointment, that feeling, or like disappointing people or messing up really bad. So I was just like, I'm not sure. I think one year I just bit the bullet because I started noticing I was losing out on opportunities that were out of my own city to play. And I was like, man, that would be kind of cool.
You were like turning them down or what?
Yeah, I was turning these opportunities down because I just didn't feel ready. I didn't feel prepped. But then that's also on my own fault for like
Overthinking.
Having that mindset.
It's not just that, but also the preparation. I felt like even now, I feel like you're never perfect, right?
Yeah.
So every show I've done, I hear my mistakes. People, I'm sure they could hear my mistakes there, but you're never gonna be perfect.
I never hear your mistakes.
Really? I feel like if I want to grow as a person or creative, or whether it's music and arts, because not only with music, I also like create my own visuals and everything. So I want to showcase showcase everything, right? In order to keep growing and bringing people together, I really need to just
do it.
Public, right? As cliche as it sounds, just do it. Right? You just have to. I started losing out on stuff, and I was like, one year I was like, I just need to do it. And then I debuted at Warehouse Live in Houston. I would not have done it without the encouragement of so many people. He was like, we want to hear you play this live, or blah blah blah. And so,
that is so crazy. So you've never been like,
I would have never thought of
I want to
going
be a DJ.
public. I never, I have a background in music, like piano, like I played piano or whatever, right? And making playlists. I didn't really fully even thinking about DJing like on a deck, like maybe making mixes and stuff, sure. But I think, that one person was like, hey, you should just try to do this. That planted that idea in my head.
Sometimes you just need that push and that encouragement.
That sign.
I remember actually meeting her at the one of the raves. I was like, hey, I recognize you. But she was like, were you DJing at that rave?
No.
Well, somebody mentioned she was a DJ. I remember just sitting and asking you. I was like, why don't you DJ full time?
So you have another job. You have like a full-time job.
I'm an analyst by day, degenerate at night. I'm DJ at night, or sometimes, but no, I'm in corporate right now.
But do you ever think you'd transition to full-time?
If it happens or the opportunity arises, I don't think I would back it down. Like I think I would do it. But I am very realistic with myself and the market and how very saturated it is, and also knowing where I stand. But if it happens, then it happens. I do think I'm not at that place yet to making it full-time, even if it could, but it's a lot.
When you say where you stand, what do you mean by that?
I mean, I debuted a year ago. So I feel like
that's really
I'm pretty new. Yeah, I debuted last summer. Okay. So I feel very new. Out of transparency, like I don't even have all the fundamentals down. So it's a lot of growth and learning, and some people like are lucky they have it at instinct immediately with everything luck and their craft. But even right now, eventually I want to gravitate more towards that artist image where I'm producing more of my own work. But even that is trying to find exactly which sound I want to go in. So that, because once I go with that, like, oh, I'm going to be, this is my track, my first actual track, that kind of sets the tone. Because
for who you are, like what sort of music you're going to do.
Yes, but yes, every artist, like they change over time, like they evolve.
Like Zed's new album.
I love his new album.
I know, but it's like a different sound from
so
his
like,
usual stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you could take like, let's take an example, like Porter Robinson. He did Virtual Self, Air to Earth and everything. And so you can always evolve, but I know my first, when that day comes, that's going to set my tone or bringing that audience. But that's more figuring out like, I have the idea of like which route I want to go in. It's just like, which one do I want to commit more towards? So, but I feel very new into this, even though I've dabbled in music here and there on and off. I would say like seasonally, because I took a lot of hiatuses doing mixes and everything. But everything's just learning, bro.
Yeah.
When's your next show?
It is pending, so it's not confirmed yet, but once anything's confirmed, then I can say. But
for sure.
Everything's in pending.
How did you learn how to do the stuff on the deck? Because there's a lot of buttons, there's a lot of knobs, because Sean has one, so sometimes I'm like looking at it like, oh, let me do this, but sometimes it feels like when you're moving the knobs, it doesn't even do anything.
Well,
I don't know what I'm talking about.
If you even have this up, or like, I probably don't even know what any of this is, because I don't have the fundamentals down, okay? I just know what to do, or like have an idea of like what to.
But where did you learn? Like on YouTube?
Yes. So I learned everything through YouTube, but I'm so bad. I don't even fully watch the YouTube tutorial.
You just like learn what you need to learn, and then you take off.
I just do it. I'm like, what does this do? What does this do? And then I kind of like, okay, but then yes, I have watched like clips or like Instagram reels, okay? Like, for the short attention span.
Me too, girl. TikTok is my school now.
University of TikTok.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because on YouTube, I'm like speeding through, I'm like, just get to the point. Like,
get to the point. I like always read it in 2 times speed. Or watch
that's
it
how
in
I
2 times
felt
speed.
earlier when we were trying to connect the camera.
I know.
Just like, please stop talking.
I know. Get to the point.
Like 4 minutes in and you still haven't shown me how to connect the camera.
Right.
Come on now.
Boo.
No, yes. Everything I learned is just through YouTube.
I don't know. I'm a very like visual learner, I guess, in the sense that I need someone there pointing at stuff. Like you need to do it like this. You need to do it like that. Yeah, like a live teacher. Yeah. So that's really impressive.
Like I've seen some people DJ, and I kind of, it's not like they're teaching me, but I observe what they're doing, and then I kind of try to like, oh, I noticed that they did this, so then I would try that myself. So I've seen that like on Twitch where a DJ has done this, like, oh, I noticed like she does this echo filter a lot, but in order to do that effect, she did this. So, but mainly it's just trial and error. You just play with it. Play with it. That's all I do.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yep.
So have you started writing any songs?
I've done edits, but not writing one that's my own, like fully my own. I've done my own edits. I don't think there's any that I'm like fully confident of, but then you have to figure out like going through like the copyright and everything, you're doing your own remixes and all that. But not, I've had like little ones that I've projects, but none of them I've released. I just don't feel yet.
Yeah.
One day, yeah. I mean, if it took me this long to even debut, I don't know, but hopefully it won't take me like that forever.
I feel like it's gonna be something where inside her it's just like she's like awake at like 3 a.m. and she just do it. She's just gonna get on there and she's just gonna
do write a song.
I got it. The inspiration's gonna come to you at 3 a.m.
But I think some DJs aren't naturally songwriters. They're like, they have a lot of ghostwriters or like teams that help them write the music. So do you feel like more of a songwriter, or do you think you'd probably have a team behind you?
I'm not sure. I think with me, I definitely will have a specific sound that I want to do, or if I were to have someone to help me produce something, because everything that I do, especially like, let's take visuals, right? It's all of my own idea, things that I like I have a very specific kind of vision for things, and so whoever I do it, like, it's gonna have to be fully communicated, unless I do it all myself, because lately I've just been doing everything myself. But it's it's fun. It definitely like pushes me to be more creative or get in touch with that side. So I fully enjoy everything I do right now.
But do you enjoy doing it all yourself? Do you sometimes wish you have help?
I actually do like doing myself.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had help, sure, but I don't think I've even thought of that. To be honest, I kind of just, because I want to learn myself. So that's why I do it on myself. Like, I've always wanted to learn how to do like 3D animation. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna debut, and for a debut, I want to make it like a statement or something.
That's
so
amazing.
I wanted my own, each visual to kind of tie in with that track, or like the emotions or the storyline with it. Or like if they say a certain lyric a lot or like word a lot, I'm gonna have that visual to go with that.
Oh, I love that.
And so it's the whole
your
thing. It's
visuals
just,
are really good.
it's just a whole creative process, but I don't regret any of it. It's very time consuming. It's a lot of me kind of like, I guess, rage quitting.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of like
In the middle of the night.
there's so many times my computer crashed because I'm doing everything off on a laptop, not even like a PC. So anytime I render something, I just want to like I want to burn my computer. But it's okay. It's all worth it in the end. After the hours and no sleep, it's worth it when I see people's reaction.
So what are some frustrations that you would face whenever you're
I guess like as a minority and a woman, you know, like do you face any sort of situations where it's like you wouldn't treat a man like this, or you wouldn't treat someone else like this?
Honestly, I think I've been pretty fortunate to not have to really be dealing or encounter any negativity as a woman, especially like
nice.
woman as minor, like a woman DJ. I think I've faced more pros than cons. Not even sure if I even had any cons, to be honest, because like I feel so fresh. They always love seeing a fresh face, and then on top of that, it's like, oh, you're a girl DJ, and like there's not as many, and so the process, like, oh, like we want you on the lineup because we want to have a female on there, or like there's representation of like Asian to like that kind of group. So I've actually faced more pros than cons, so it hasn't been difficult, and I'm very thankful for that. But hopefully no negativity here. Yeah.
I guess because the industry, especially with EDM, they're very welcoming. I think that's the general state of the community.
I love it.
Yeah, very nice, very welcoming, very friendly, loves diversity. Yeah, like very plur. And especially in Houston too, we have a lot of diversity. So by all means, it's like being a minority here doesn't really feel like you are a minority, because we're all such a tight community of people, like with all different races.
I think it at times like it really doesn't even matter, because it's the sound, the music, and it doesn't matter like what race is the music that you put out. It brings people together. So
brings everyone together.
Yeah. Yes. We got a special guest.
We have a new guest star.
Have you listened to my work?
Do you like it? Is that why you hear any questions?
Well, for all the people that haven't listened to you before, how would you describe your sound? Like right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now, I would say it is, if I had to put it in two genres, right? Very future bass and bass heavy. Bass house, sorry. Future bass and bass house right now. Just basing off my last two to three shows or sets. But it really is a combination of future bass, a lot of different subgenres of house, and trap.
I like
Those
it.
are mainly the three. Because I don't want to say just house, because there's also, you know, like deep house, progressive that I play. So there's just, I say subgenre because there's just a lot that
There is a lot
I
under
intertwine in that. But those are like the three main ones that I've been playing, I guess, live. When I started off, I did do a lot of like melodic here and there, but future bass was always like the main component.
Nice. I feel like melodic bass is always that entry level EDM. When you start getting into it, it's like you only listen to melodic bass, and then you graduate to bass heavy stuff, and then you graduate to, eventually you just graduate to like house, trance, like that kind of genre.
I do think
I feel
that
so old right now because I start off with like progressive house and happy core and stuff.
Oh, really?
'Cause that's what I grew up with. Whenever I got into EDM, it was progressive house. Like I love that. I love like listening to Martin Garrix, and I know all mainstream, but like I like listening to Calvin Harris especially.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I love Calvin Harris.
Yeah, me too. I still listen to him now.
Like, when I heard Hardwell at Ultra, I nearly started crying because it's all like nostalgia.
Yeah.
Then my friend put these heart glasses on me, and I was just like, bruh,
Like, whoa.
crazy right now.
I think like the first artists I heard that got me into EDM was actually Daft Punk.
Oh. Really?
Damn, am I old?
Yes.
Daft Punk, I remember I was in like a shopping mall and there was just on the screen this kind of animation and this music. I was like, what is that? That's so cool.
What song was it?
Daft Punk. I think it was probably like One More Time or something. Like,
Oh,
like one more, yeah, I think it was that one. It was called One More Time. Yeah, Daft Punk was the first one. And then it was Skrillex in 6th grade.
Skrillex, yes. I listened to Skrillex when I was like 12 or whatever.
Yes, Skrillex. So I started off, I guess, with Daft Punk. Then I actually went to dubstep first. And then the mainstream, because I think when I was maybe like 16 or so, it's like Zed. And then it kind of just went over to Porter Robinson. I got really into Zoo. I still love Zoo. I think the music, the EDM that I listen to on my day-to-day is kind of different than what I play, to be honest. Yeah, but I'll see like if
Does it like inspire you? Or you just listen to it for fun?
It does. I think because I'm constantly experimenting with different genres, I also currently right now know the audience that I have and what they prefer. But I'm not saying that I'm always gonna like, it's not that I always play to the audience because I still incorporate my own like things that I like or what I think that's like makes an Okaya set. But I think eventually I would probably want to, I actually am working on like a small project that brings back like sounds that inspired me.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, there's that. Pretty much, I think a lot of the artists that inspired me is definitely Porter Robinson for sure, Arlo Grime. For all the house like that's kind of more like Fred again and John Summit right now too actually. But I started off actually making mixes doing R and bass. Inspiration from Toki Monster. So the fusion of R&B and electronic, that's where I started off with.
Oh, nice.
And then I went over to other stuff. Inspo from like Madeon in that time of like Flume.
Yes.
Yeah, Flume was a big
Oh my
one for
gosh,
me.
yeah, Madeon.
Flume is a big inspo for me as well.
So where did you get your user or your name?
My name, Okaya.
Yeah.
So I went by online. Okay, so I used to go live on like this one site and everything, and my internet name when I played games and everything was I went by first K, just literally K, because my name is Kristen and just K. There was this show that Skins. So you remember Skins from UK, and there's this girl named Effie. So Effie's a little questionable, but I loved her character.
Yeah.
And I really liked the actress name is like Kaya Scalendario. I think that's how you say her last name. I instead of saying Kaya, I like the way it was spelled Kaya, and like people were calling me like K. So I was like, oh, I went by Kaya. When I looked up a DJ, like, oh, is the name Kaya taken? It actually is. There's already a DJ artist already named Kaya.
Oh my gosh.
So I literally said, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
Like I say okay a lot. Yeah. Okay. You feeling okay? Yeah. I'm feeling okay. Yeah. Okay. And then I was like,
love this.
that was the light bulb moment. I was just on my computer on SoundCloud, and it just all happened in an instant. I didn't even like think about it. I didn't have time to process. It was just like, okay. Yeah.
Okay, we're doing this.
That's how my name came out. My ring that says okay. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Where did you get that?
One of my friends gave it to me for my birthday.
Oh,
a few years ago.
So sweet.
Yeah, that was really cool. She got it done engraving like in like San Francisco. So
wow.
It's going to be merch one day, right?
I know, it will.
maybe one day, but yeah, that's how I came with my name.
Ooh, I love it. I love the thought process to it.
Thank you. Not much thought. It just happened. Everything
Fun.
just happened. You know, Studio Ghibli, and then the guy said, oh, I got the name Ghibli from a plane. I just saw it on a plane. And
That's really how they got the name?
I saw a photo, and that's what his explanation was. And I was like...
Or like Childish Gambino, because he put his name into the Wu-Tang Clan name generator or something like that. And I think that's where he got his name. I don't know. I'm going to have to like fact check myself later, but I think that's where he got it. And that's such a cool name, Childish Gambino. What does that mean? But I like it. I try to do it for myself, and then no cool names came up. So I was like, okay, fine. Royalty it is. It's a little lame. And Cyndaquil, like the Pokemon or what?
Well, it all started with, because I like to write long captions, and I like writing in general, so quill is the writing utensil, so I put like my name together. Then I realized there's a Pokemon called Cyndaquil, and I was just like, most people think it's the Pokemon route, but it's actually the writing route. But it's
Interesting.
okay. So, Kristen, how would you describe the dating scene? No,
As a DJ, right?
as a DJ.
Because you have access to a lot of really big DJs, you know, when you're opening for them and you get to hang out in the green room with them. Like, there are some DJs I know that you hung out with a few times that I'd be like, Mr. So-and-so could get it. Let me in, please.
Dating scene in the DJ life or in the DJ scene. I mean, I've kept it pretty friend, to be honest. I think it's like when I'm in the, you know, you play, you get off stage, you go to the green room, you hang out. It's more, it's not like trying to get a goal to like get in
Like
or
be
anything,
your friend or whatever.
or no, like getting into bed or anything. Or it's just more like
Still networking,
it's
right?
very networking. It's I don't want to say it feels just business because you actually build a relationship of networking with friends, but I think with other artists it's more connecting. So far it seems like more on a friend level. There is the stigma with DJs and dating. And
What is that?
I mean, there is like the stigma with it. Some are true, some are not.
What? Which ones are true and which are not?
No.
I'm a civilian. I do not know any of these things.
NDA?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, well, let me
I
see
didn't-
what
right
my
now.
stigmas are. I think I don't think I could ever date a DJ. Just like knowing how they have to act.
It's hard. It's
Like they are a brand, their look is a brand. So to keep that image up is like you kind of have to play into that. I see a lot of, or not a lot, but I've seen some DJs kind of play into that where they have to keep their appearance as very single, very flirty, very for the crowd, you know.
But there's a lot of DJs that don't have to do that. You know,
Yeah.
there's DJs that are like married and then they don't play into that crowd. And people, their fan base like respect that. It is hard. It is hard, even for myself or other people. There's like, oh, you know, you're a DJ, you're in that environment of always like that party, alcohol, and whatever scene. But whoever, like, if you date a DJ person or anything, you have to be very secure.
Yeah.
You have to.
That's very true.
It is like, yeah, that's something I say to people. It's like you have to be secure. You have to be very secure.
It's all about trust.
It
Yeah.
is.
I feel like I can date one.
I wouldn't
feel
want to
like-
deal with that, to be frank.
I mean, I also like the aspect of long distance because at least I don't have to worry about having to give them attention all the time.
Because you do your own thing a lot anyway.
I like to do everything on my own. Just kidding. But I honestly, I believe I can because it is all about trust. And if we're getting to know each other, I'm going to trust you until you give me a reason not to trust you.
It's kind of hard because you're in that environment, right? But there's people that aren't in the industry. You know, they're just a regular 9 to 5, and there's people who cheat or like whatever. So it comes down to just.
I mean, I just say even like being within the industry, people will cheat no matter what. Like regardless being in the industry, they'll cheat in the 9 to 5. They'll cheat on here. But like it's just all that trauma. It's like, why do you need to cheat? Like why? But that's another topic for another day. But I feel it's just knowing that it's their job. It's their job. And you are right. You have to be secure enough to let them do their job.
Yeah. Because
at the end of the day, they're going to come home to you. They're going to like FaceTime you.
Yeah.
You're going to be their home.
It's just also just knowing boundaries and just knowing. It also just depends on the person himself, like how they want to interact with the crowd. But it can be a lot for some people. You just gotta trust them because at the end of the day, it's work. You know, it's like an actor. You see them like, kissing on screen with another person. That doesn't mean that it's work. But it's hard. It's not something for everyone. Not everyone can like date someone in like.
So would you date a DJ?
I can. I mean, I did date someone that was in the creative industry already, so that's already on a very similar, like literally directly in the same industry, but expanded on other levels. So I've done it before. I could do it again, and so and then plus I'm on like in the creative scene as well, so I know how it works. But yeah, it comes down to a lot of trust, being secure.
What are some like advice that you can give to other girls who are thinking about dating somebody in the industry?
It's gonna sound so repetitive, but you gotta be secure.
Like other than being secure, but like how would you think to make it work?
Communication for sure. If you are doing long distance, if you're not going to be able to be on tour with them or whatever, FaceTiming had helped me. I'm not going to be like expecting you to be at work and FaceTime, like, you know, at the end of the day, you get back to your hotel or something, like, hey, like, or just give me a contact. It's communication.
What are some red flags that you've seen that not a lot of people will know is a red flag?
Honestly,
That's a tough one.
Honestly, if the person has gone kind of MIA longer than they should be before they go to sleep or anything, or letting you know, like, hey, I'm gonna go to sleep or whatever, they just completely go MIA. There is, I'm not saying every time, but there is a chance something might have happened. So that can be one red flag. Or just lying is one. They say one thing, but you see in someone's like story.
Yeah.
Like that's another thing. There's just like little factors that can play, but I don't know. I go with my gut instinct. If I feel something is off, something is off. And my gut's never been wrong. Intuition's never been wrong. But no, yeah, usually it's just I feel like you can tell, like as a girl especially, like you know if something feels off, and then if you want to go deep diving or whatever, like you're gonna figure it out. So I hope that answered. I hope that answered.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as it got answered. But yeah,
That is a hard question. Like a red flag.
It's a red flag that you would never thought would be a red flag to other people.
I mean, is there one that you can think of that's
like,
a red flag?
When your partner is being overcompensating, and sometimes it's
Like giving gifts, over complimenting, doing
and
things
they're
out
like,
of the
they're
blue,
so sweet, they're being
especially.
so nice, but no, it's just them feeling guilty and covering up for what they're actually doing on the side, saying, oh, I did this, but I made up for it by taking her out to dinner.
I remember one of my exes, when he did cheat on me, the next thing he would do, it was like near Mother's Day too, he'd just show up with like makeup and flowers out of nowhere. I'm just like suspicious, but at the time I was very naive, so I was just like, oh,
so
care
sweet.
about me.
Yeah.
There's some that do that, but there's some that would just be more silent or pull away. You can really tell with body language or the change of tones, the body language. There's just stuff you just know. I don't know, you just see it. Yeah, like that sounds so vague, but you just know something will pop up and you'll see.
Yeah, because if you're hanging out with them every day, all day, and then suddenly their actions start switching up, it is really obvious. Like you can tell right off the bat, or you will feel something that's telling you something's not right. Like what's going on?
There's also in the industry where there's like, oh, we're just networking or doing something that crosses the line.
Yeah.
But using the excuse like, oh, it's just work.
Yeah.
But then it's like respect. What about respects?
Yeah.
Or like there's boundaries. You didn't have to do that. You know, it's like you didn't have to do this. You could have had someone else sub in and do that for you.
That's true.
There's just
Now the next question is, this is like a very popular topic, like what people would ask or say is, I trust you, but I don't trust them.
yeah.
Would you say that also applies to like whenever the whole networking thing, how your action can be perceived differently?
I think if someone were to say that, right, at the end of the day, you should trust the person, like your person. It doesn't matter what they do, like whatever the other person, like you can that's fine. You don't want to trust the other person, that's fine, but trust your person to know when to like
Exactly.
have a boundary. So yeah,
I agree.
that's pretty much
I do agree with that. I
pretty
like
much
that's
it.
one of the many topics that would come up in my last relationship that I have to tell him, if you are being too nice, sometimes they can take that the wrong way.
Yeah.
There's such thing as people thinking, oh, he or she's being so nice to me, that means he likes me or she likes me. It's just like, no, I'm just being nice.
Exactly.
So there's have to be like, you can be nice, but to a certain extent is how I feel.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of guys, sorry guys, I'm gonna say it, but a lot of guys are too nice and they don't like to say no and they don't like to seem like they're being mean to girls. So y'all know I'm married and all that, and God bless this man, but he is, too nice sometimes. So I have to tell him, those girls were obviously flirting with you, and he's like, oh, I mean, I don't know. I thought we were just talking. And I'm like, no. When they start grabbing at your arm and stuff, just back up a little bit. Be like, oh, my wife is gonna see and she won't like that. You know, like say something funny, like cut the tension, whatever, but you don't have to be nice all the time. Like be nice, yeah, but you don't have to be so accommodating all the time, which I feel like a lot of guys have an issue with. If some man's coming up to me, I'm saying, I'm married. I say that all the time. Cindy, you were there at the last one when he was like, my friend's interested in you. And I was like, I'm married.
You don't see it? Like, you don't see it.
I'll be like doing this. I'm like,
I don't see it.
It's so funny though.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Yeah. It's like they can't see the gleaming rock on
I
like,
know.
her
I'm
finger.
like,
Yeah, very obvious.
I can't hear you. I rarely hear a guy go, back up, I'm married. No, I rarely ever hear that. It's always like, oh, what are you doing later? Oh, nothing much. What are you doing later? I was just making conversation, babe. That's not from personal experience, but that's from, other stuff.
I just feel like it's also respecting too. If the girl also know they're taken and they still go for it.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot of issues with that.
Yeah.
I know. That's where the whole
In the industry,
I trust you,
yeah.
but I don't trust them.
Yeah.
Okay, right?
It's up
You
to
have
your partner.
Your partner.
To make the right decision.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what all these other girls are doing. Like, my man, he just better stand up and be like, back up, lady. I'm married.
You're like, my wife doesn't like this.
Yeah, like, my wife would not approve.
Okay, Kristen. What's your ideal type?
Oh God. I have two types. I have two types. It doesn't matter race, but I have one type where it's just your corporate person. I don't know why. I don't know
Blue
why.
eyes.
Trust fund. I'm looking for a man in finance.
I don't know why I am so drawn to specifically, like if I had to be very specific on that side, engineers and introverts.
That's very specific.
Because, you'll be safe with them.
Oh, you're an engineer.
And an introvert, I won't catch you outside at the bars. Yes.
it's okay, but I love an introvert that knows how to be extrovert as well. But
Yeah.
but if they lean more towards introvert or like, no, I'd rather just stay home and play games. I do not mind that. I don't
Yeah.
mind that. Okay, I really don't. But I mean,
you don't gotta worry about them.
I like the introvert just because that honestly balances me out because I'm very extroverted and I like someone that can calm me. But I do love extroverts as well. But then sometimes like, man, this can be a lot.
It's a lot of energy.
It's gonna be a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I love my engineers. I love my lawyers, my doctors.
Y'all hear that?
I love them all.
She's a DJ.
Pay attention.
She's single.
Exactly.
But for some reason, they always happen to be like engineers or business owners or like they're doing something in like them corporate bodies and whatnot. But besides that, the other side that I'm always drawn to, if you are creative in any sort, that is a huge plus for me. I don't know, man, if you're an engineer and you're creative, like hold on, and you're good looking, hold on.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's also people who tend to also code because, like, I've had that interest. I actually started off in college as an accounting major, minor in computer science, and then I ended up having a BBA in MIS, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm drawn to. I don't know. Medical, I don't know anything about medical. You can still talk to me about it, like that's fine. I'm going on a tangent right now. I don't know what I was saying. Yeah. But yeah, the other side is like I'm very drawn to very creative people as well. Overall, as a person, like my type, I like them gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'm
the old school gentleman opens the door
I'm
for you.
pretty traditional.
Yeah.
I like the gentleman. Someone that's like
doesn't ask to split the bill.
yeah, someone that's
giving me flashbacks right now.
someone that's nice, generous, that can match my energy or something.
Yeah.
Or like, I mean, pretty much it's just two types. You got your trust fund. I'm just kidding.
Yes. Love that.
But then you also have people that are very creative because that inspires me. People who are creative, that inspires me, and I'm always like interested in their stuff and tend to have similar interests as well.
Yeah.
Opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah, very.
Like
I have the security.
Yes.
Not really, I'm just kidding.
And the one that's you never know what's gonna happen.
I don't know. I mean, me. I'm just kidding.
My day.
You do it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if they can make me laugh,
Yeah.
if they can make me laugh, or I could be the funny one, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a combination of a lot of things, but, or I don't know, generic things. But.
No, I think that's.
Do you feel physical chemistry is important?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What do you
If
think?
not, you're just a friend.
What do you think?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. I have to have hit the physical aspect because as much as personality is great, if you do
You're
not
gonna be looking at him all day.
if you do not make me want to jump on top of you every single time I see you, it's not gonna work out because
That is
sex
true.
is really important for me.
It is important.
Yeah.
Like a physical attraction for sure.
Yeah, I think personally, for me, personality does play more than looks.
Yeah.
That's something I learned about myself. Yeah, it's like personality does play more, but let's be real here, okay?
Look right into the camera.
Let's be real here. Looks matter. It's not everything, but it matters because
It does.
how can I
Or sorry, not to cut you off,
you're good.
but to be presentable at least. Because even if you're maybe not the hottest person in the room, be presentable and be confident, and that attracts people too.
I love the confidence.
Yes.
I hate whenever somebody just send their friend to come
Yeah.
talk to me, be like,
Oh yeah.
oh, my friend really likes you. Can he get your number? I'm like,
No.
tell your friend to come over or no.
Yeah.
But already it's gonna be a no because I don't like guys who are chicken.
No, I have a pretty dominant personality, especially for females. So, can you make me shut up?
Yes.
No, if you can make me shut up or calm down, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But no, it's the way I think about it is how can I date someone I can't kiss? If I can't kiss you, then you're just in the friendly. I'm sorry, I don't care how great you're. Yes, okay, I do care about personality, but even if you're so great, but if I cannot kiss you, how can I, other stuff and whatnot? You're just gonna be in the friend lane. It matters to an extent.
It does matter.
Call me shallow, but it matters to an extent.
No, it's really not shallow, and people just don't want to admit it, but looks do matter.
Yeah.
It really does. And not everyone is gonna be everyone's cup of tea. Some people think I'm pretty and some people think I'm not. It is really, I would say beauty is objective, but our minds are subjective. We have certain preferences. So it's not a shallow way to think at all because, I'm not someone's cup of tea, but I'm Sean's cup of tea, and that's all I need.
Yeah.
And that's all he needs.
If you want to say the most harsh way possible, there was girls go for guys with money, guys go for girls with looks.
That's
if you want to say the harshest thing, but I'm not saying that's complete sure or anything, but
Right.
most of the times, guys are drawn to girls. They could have the most questionable yelling personality or whatever, but looks.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
When
You know what I'm saying?
when
I
you're
don't
pretty, you get to get away with some stuff.
Yeah. Or you turn the blind eye on things.
Yeah, yeah.
I know there's girls where the guy is kind of huh?
Yeah.
But they're providing crazy for her or something.
Yes.
So all of a sudden, I can't see.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, I can't see.
I mean, again, if physical attraction is there first, no matter what, if I'm not physically attracted to you, it's not gonna spark any interest for me to even go talk to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, as shallow as it seems, I am shallow, and I'm not able to admit it.
I don't think that is shallow though. I'm not even gonna lie. I stand by your statement. Of course, because that's what we're presented with first. We're not presented with them transmitting their personality into our brains. No, what we see first is them. And even if they aren't objectively pretty people, how are they dressed? How do they stand in the crowd? How are they interacting with others? Are they laughing? Do they have a presentable hair, face, So yeah, it really is about not just how you were born, how you came out, but also how you take that and then make it presentable to others,
yeah.
I guess. And I guess that kind of is shallow too, to say that. But yeah, it is true.
Shallow to an extent.
Shallow to an extent, yeah. I do kind of get away with being a little crazy sometimes. To Sean.
The little hotness,
Yeah, I'm
craziness.
I'm kind of
grab.
crazy sometimes. Yeah, the hot crazy.
Oh yes, I've seen that chart.
Yes. See, that's the thing. Some of my exes do enjoy whenever I do go crazy. My last ex, he wanted me to be the crazy ex.
Oh.
But because I was not giving it to him, it got him more frustrated. Oh, I completely cut him off already. But still, because I wasn't being the crazy toxic ex he wanted me to be,
Dang.
It actually attracted him a lot more.
Oh yeah. When you don't give them what they want. Yeah, of course.
But I'm over that because toxic Cindy was quite
That's crazy. That's like a really good story for another podcast.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
for another episode.
Yeah, you know what people, like my closest friends, they get on me for this. They're like, you're a simp.
No.
Ooh.
Are you?
Because when people first, I guess, meet me or see me off of, I guess, from a surface level, or how like, they would not expect that. But then I have close friends that are getting on my butt for that. I was like, so I'm like,
that. It's just you only sip for the person that you really, truly, genuine like, though.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are just like, you need to play hard to get, blah, blah, blah. And I'm a lover girl.
I know I can't do that.
oh, deep down, deep
Yeah,
down.
deep down, I'm a lover girl.
I know how to play the game a little bit. Deep
Play
down.
the game. Play the game.
Yes.
Dang, that's another really good subject. Playing the game.
Oh yeah.
Because you do have to kind of play a little game.
The funny thing is, I hate simps.
Oh, I love them.
But
Like a nice submissive man.
it's not like I hate
Do
simps.
my bidding.
Like hate them. It's more so like if you right off the bat simp for me, I would get so turned off. But
Yeah.
if it's somebody that is I like, oh fuck, I like them a lot.
Yeah.
I do want them to simp for me, but still
In
have
moderation.
retain- yeah.
Yeah.
Still retain like that alpha dominance.
Yes.
I don't do clingy.
I don't
Yeah.
like clingy.
I can't do
Yeah, that's hard.
Like I do want a man that can make me be in my feminine.
Yes.
'Cause-
Unlock your divine
Yeah,
feminine.
because I
energy.
remember having a conversation with a couple of friends, and we were talking about my breakup, and they were like, "You wanted to break up with him?" I was like, "No, not really," because he broke up with me, but it had happened. But the aspect like I didn't like that was like kind of led to it was the fact that I told him he's a beta male. Every time he tried to be alpha, it wasn't really being alpha. And then they were telling me like, well, you're an alpha female, so you being with an alpha is not gonna work because y'all gonna butt heads. I'm just like, no. I have to be alpha because I have to be alpha.
It's
because
for survival.
Exactly, because I
Yeah.
only have I can only get myself.
Yes.
But I do want to be a man that can make me shut up and sit down.
Yes, yeah.
You know?
I feel that. Like not having to take charge all the time. Like
Yeah.
you just want to take a break.
Yeah, like when
Yeah.
I'm with him, if he can make me feel secure enough to just let go of the guard, let go of having to be strong all the time, that'd be my true soulmate right there.
Yes.
But until I can meet that guy, I'm gonna be fucking alpha.
I'm gonna be bleeping alpha.
Yeah, I definitely have a pretty dominant personality for a female for sure. I think you guys can tell.
Yeah, but I like it.
So yeah, the
fiery.
spicy.
Yeah, it's spicy.
I want to just turn my brain off sometimes.
Yeah.
I think
Not
that's
have
a lot
to
of
worry.
girls.
Yeah, I think in
I know.
in a relationship, I'm definitely more in my feminine kind of, or if you want to say sub or whatever. But like,
Yeah,
as
but
a
naturally
man,
you.
be a man.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's my take on that.
I think that's a lot of girls nowadays. We all have to be strong until somebody can prove to us that we don't have to be strong all the time because we grew up like that.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
an only child, so
Yeah.
I really had to. I don't know about you two. Yeah.
Well, I had sisters, so not really, but naturally, I think I do take initiative more too. But I do just want to be taken care of, which Sean does do. He like cooks for me. He
That man
washes the
loves you.
dishes afterwards. Like it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, so it is really nice because I do feel like I've calmed down a lot. Feel like I don't even get angry as much anymore. Yeah, like the other day I was working on my art project and I dropped a string of beads and it just like shattered all over the ground, and the old me would have been so angry and I would have just like rage quit whatever, but I was just like and he was like, oh, what's wrong, babe, what's wrong? And I'm like, nothing. And he's like, here, let me pick them up for you. I'm like, okay. And so it's really nice. It's really nice not having to feel so angry all the time or be like, great, now I have to pick all these up by myself and start over.
At the end of the day, to meet somebody that can make me feel, okay, I'll do whatever you say.
Yeah, girl. She a little freak.
I am a Scorpio, so
You're
no.
Scorpio and Venus.
Oh,
That's me too. My Scorpio is in Venus as well.
I actually don't know the rest of my chart.
Really?
But that's very important
The
to
only reason
know.
why I remember that one is I think that's like the only water sign in my chart.
Oh.
Fire.
What is your big three?
My big three?
Yeah.
I'm a double Sagittarius.
Oh,
So Sagittarius, Sun,
no
Moon.
wonder. That makes
Oh,
lot
I'm a
of sense.
Sagittarius moon.
Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Libra rising.
Oh.
Wait, what does that mean? What are you like? Yeah, that makes sense. No.
What's your big
What does
three?
that mean?
My star sign, the main
Yeah,
one, is
the big three.
Taurus.
Oh.
My rising is Gemini, and my moon is. Why you make that face? And my moon is Sagittarius.
Makes sense.
What does that mean? That doesn't say. I like explain. What does that mean?
Yeah, I'm Scorpio, Sun, Capricorn, Moon, and then Libra rising.
I don't really know much about Libras.
Those are flirty.
Flirty? Really?
Yeah, very flirty. They're usually very pretty.
But we like balance too.
Yeah, the balance thing. That's really all I know.
Libras are known to, they're so cute and then they're very easygoing, very can talk to, can like make a room brighten up when they come in. And then you two make sense though.
What does that mean? I do.
Because Sagittarius,
know.
for example, like
I know the traveling part that makes sense with me. Like I'm always out and about, but
you're very outgoing. You know, you're very outgoing. But then I have seen you mad too. And like a lot of my exes is a Sagittarius, and like I was just like, damn, they're kind of similar when they get mad.
Okay, analyze me. Analyze me.
what is that?
You're very grounded. That's
Okay,
okay, Taurus
slay.
in you, you know.
Slay, earth sign, earth sign.
But then you're a Gemini rising or Gemini rising. You can switch sometimes. Sometimes I don't know what kind of tea.
Gemini are known being two-faced. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, that's the negative connotations. Like
Yeah.
Geminis are known to
okay,
be two-faced. But they're also very once they want something or like once they put their mind into it, it's like there's no stopping a Gemini. But you can play like roles very like well. Like any setting you put a Gemini in, is like they adapt really, really well.
Yeah, I do think I consider myself very flexible in scenarios, like very problem solving is how I would describe myself. And then the Sagittarius moon, I think that's how you
I think it's emotions, right?
your emotions,
How you are.
Yeah. And Sagittarius kind of have like anger issues, huh?
Really?
Yeah.
They're very hot temper. At least the Sagittarius I have met are very, very hot temper.
I don't know, Sagittarius are just like more
Yeah,
chill.
I am hot tempered.
But-
No, but I think the
once they get angry,
stereotype stereotype is that they are kind of hot tempered.
Yeah, but they're also known to be party people. Very, very extroverted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like to party.
I think I know more about like the Myers-Briggs, like the personality.
Oh, what is
I-
yours?
That's the one I know more
I think
on.
like I'm INJ something or
It's either
like
T
the-
or it's either T or F next. Thinking or feeling.
I think it's IN. It's like the mediator. I think it's like IN.
I don't know which one that is.
I think it's INTP or yeah.
I'm an ESTJ.
I'm an ENTJ.
Such a
ENTJ is the commander.
I think ESTJ is like, from what I've seen in a lot of meme pictures and stuff, they're like the Asian tiger mom control freaks, which I don't like because they draw all the other ones sexy and pretty, and I'm like the crazy mom with the crazy hair, and I'm
mom.
like holding the broom, which is not cool. But I took that back in college, so literally 8
Can
years
it
ago.
change?
I think it could.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, that's right. Yeah, we went to the same
know,
university
yeah.
the first 2 years. Because I remember taking that at our university. too. Didn't
Yes,
you do
like the
that?
first
Okay.
year, yeah.
Yeah. Mine has been the same.
Pretty much throughout my life.
Unfortunately, I think mine is the same.
But
I'm hot. I don't want to be the crazy hair on fire mom.
I've gotten ENTP, I think, twice. And then maybe ESTJ once. But I've always been mainly in resonating the best with, and I guess the last time I took it, which I don't know. But it's always been ENTJ.
Just search it up. I'm INFP.
I should retake it. But it's a
wanna
long
retake
test.
after this.
Yeah, let's retake it.
Yeah, those are fun. Those are fun.
They are fun. I love those personality things.
Do you
like
guys-
the woman one?
Yeah.
I don't know which one I am.
Oh, the femme, like what femme archetype you are, right?
Oh, wait,
yeah.
Do y'all know like your
what's-
like the blood type too? Do you guys do that?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
blood
I don't
type
know what
one.
my blood type is.
Mine's B negative. But then like apparently that's like a really big thing too. Like what blood
Yeah,
type
apparently
you
that's really
are.
important, but I don't know.
I don't even know my blood type. If I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm an A. I know I'm A.
Not be negative. I'm B positive because I remember saying like
B positive.
I'm B. My mom's not gonna like that because she wants A's. I have B's in my blood. At least it's B positive, not B negative.
I have no idea.
No idea. I know there's a O.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm O. I have no idea.
O, A, B. I want it to be something cool like that because those are cool. And A and B is kind of like, boo, boring. I'm like A positive or something, which I remember because I was disappointed because I wanted O or A, B.
My sister, I think is O. I think my sister's O.
I don't know. Those are so cool.
Yeah, to know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna search all these up now.
Yeah.
We should just take the quiz after.
I know.
my
I want
God.
to do the Define Feminine quiz, but I can't find one for free.
I don't even know what that one is. I didn't even heard
You
of
should
that one.
you should
Yeah.
search it up. But there's what are the different archetypes?
There's like femme fatale and
The mother.
the motherly, then the dark mistress or something like
Yeah,
that.
there's a
like,
bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
It's how
We're about to
you're
go do these
viewed. I know we're gonna do all these quizzes.
Yeah, it's about time to wrap up.
We're wrapping it up. Thank you, Kristen, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I know. And then when she blows up, we'll blow up. Yeah, and she'll be like, "Yeah, I did my first podcast." Yes. When you become successful and famous, please remember us.
Oh, I will remember you.
Yes.
I've known you for years.
I know.
I've known both of you two for a good minute.
So crazy. That's the
time passed
Houston
by.
community, though.
Yeah, I feel like we've grown and changed a lot.
I know.
Yeah.
Like as a person.
From college
From,
8 years ago.
who was that?
Who were we?
Who was she?
We don't know them. We don't know them anymore.
If y'all want
Part
to
of the
know more about Kristen from the past, let us know.
Yeah, and then we'll drag her back here and give her more shots and make her talk even more.
I'll be in the bathroom for like 2 hours this time.
Just hiding from us.
just like, give me a minute.
Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do, and tune in next week for another episode. Bye, guys.